It's me, Brianca Jay, and on my Instagram page, I love to give like these quick little tips and tricks about how to make sure that we are properly preparing ourselves for just about anything. All of us have experienced this quarantine and understand just how volatile our economy can be, and that's why it's so important that we start thinking about our future. So for this video, I'm giving tips for what you should be doing with your money if you are 30 or more. And if you're 20 or something, don't worry, you're just a little bit ahead of the game. So let's stick right into it. The first thing that any investor is going to tell you is really to start a nest egg, and that's really the idea of taking some of your money, the money that you absolutely need to survive, meaning your rent, your groceries, whatever it is that you know, make a list and then take whatever that total is, get 3 to 6 months worth of it and put it up. Because anything can happen. If you were to lose your job, if you were to get sick, if you had a family emergency that took you out of the workplace, the last thing you want to be worried about is how you're going to take care of yourself. So always, no matter what you're doing, put some money aside just in case anything can happen. That's really your number one thing to do. The second thing I want you guys to think about is be patient and delay pleasure. You're 30 and you're probably, you did the school thing, you've eaten ramen noodles, and now you're 30 and you want to experience the lavish life. Guys, don't do this. Don't be that person buying bottles, tipping everybody out, and then going home and being so stressed out about your finances that you can't even love your life. I literally knew a girl who had a Lexus. She had a brand new condo. She partied all the time. She consistently wear designer, and she was taking stress pills because she wasn't really sure how she was gonna be able to maintain that level of lifestyle next month. Like, it's not worth it. Please, please, please consider living within your means, delaying some of the things you really think you want right now because it's gonna pay off later. I would rather not go party this weekend if it means that I can have a mansion in 7 years. That's how serious it can be. That's the difference. And it's really not that extreme of a difference. Your habits create your life. The next thing I want you guys to think about is to cut back on your vices. So if you're eating out, if you're drinking, if you are working 9 to 5 and you spend your whole weekend just being lazy, don't do that. Cut back on your vices and start taking some of your bad habits and trying to transition them to things that are actually worth you doing, and it's going to lead to a better life for you. The fourth thing I can tell you guys is to learn how to cook. I learned how to cook mostly because I was really fucking poor in my 20s, so I had to learn how to cook. And now that I have more money coming in, yes, I go out and eat sometimes, but the majority of the time I eat at home because I realize that I feel better when I make my own food. My wallet looks better when I make my own food, and it's just simply a better, like, it's financially better for me if I were to create that habit. The fifth thing I want you to think about is diversifying your income, right? Don't be the type of person who is relying on a check, right? I cannot stand that. Like, don't be the kind of person like, well, I gotta go to work and it's my only job, and if they don't pay me, I don't know where it's gonna come from. Guys, it is 2020. There are so many ways for you to make money, including you too. Like, there are a million ways to make money, and even if it's an extra dollar here or extra $10 there, that's okay. The point is that you're putting yourself out there and you're going to be able to grow that extra stream of income over time. So do not just be employee. Really think about diversifying your portfolio, diversifying your skill set, and making sure you have another lane of income. The sixth thing I want you to do is write yourself a budget. Write out a budget. Like, you need to know where your money is going and how you're going to spend it, and you need to be keeping track of that. If you have to check your finances 1, 2, 3 times a day, then so be it. But typically I like to check my Credit Karma every month. I check my account regularly, and I schedule out how I'm going to use each paycheck I get, how much is going to go to my savings, how much is going to go to my rent, and so forth and so on. And just making sure that I'm on top of the things I need to pay for. The next thing I really believe in you should do in your 30s, if you are in your 30s and you are seeking to have wealth, if you just set a savings goal and adjust your lifestyle to meet it. Do not set your savings goal to meet your lifestyle. So what I'm saying is, if your savings goal is I really want to make $10,000 in 6 months, okay, that's your goal. That means whatever you need to do on the back end, meaning, hey, I'm not going to be able to go to Ruth Chris this week, I'm saving my 10K. What you don't want to do is, I'm going to Ruth Chris, I'm going to buy me a new outfit, and then if I have $40 left, maybe I'll trickle that into my savings account. Like, no. You need to be sure and you need to be confident in your savings account, because you have to pay yourself first. You work so hard. You cannot just go around and give away all your money to bills and little things that make no difference in your life. Put some of that money away and pay yourself back for all the work that you've been doing. The 8th thing I want you to do is to go through all your credit cards, all your debts, and start paying them down. You should only be using about 30% of your credit card. So start paying off things. I know this is sad, it's disappointing. If you want to get you a credit card professional, go ahead and do so. If you want to go and just kind of chip away as you can, do that. Whatever makes sense for you. But just try to start paying off your debts, because when you want to make a major purchase, it's really important. So go ahead and take care of yourself today for all your future wants. Number 9, really think about the fact that your time is your money. Time is the one resource that we do not have enough of, and yet we waste it. So I want you to think about what you're doing with your time and how you can maximize your time. If you find that you sleep on the weekends but it's a dream you have, get your ass up and start following your dreams. Start treating your time like money. You wouldn't just throw away $10, don't throw away an hour. Okay? And also start thinking about how you're expressing your time. You may not be able to afford to give your friend or a homegirl 3 hours of your day because you got shit to do, and that's okay. But really start making assessments about your time and how you use your time. Number 11, just a bonus. Don't lend money or don't co-sign or anything. People don't really pay back as much as we like to believe. So if you're gonna lend money, make sure that you can afford to lend it, and don't sign or don't co-sign on anybody's loan. Don't get yourself involved in anybody else's financial business, because right now you're really trying to create a life that you can enjoy. And if you start trying to help other people, you'll never get what you're trying to get. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't help people, but I know a lot of people want to take care of people, and right now that gotta wait. You gotta take care of you first and then start putting a life raft out for others. So again, I really want to implore you, don't lend money, don't borrow money, don't co-sign on a loan. Really try to figure out how to manage your money that you have. I'm also going to tell you to think about getting savings that you cannot touch. I have 3 different places where I put money that's not supposed to be touched. My regular savings account, my off-market online savings account, and then I also put my money in my IRA. So I really try to diversify my money and invest in different places where I know I can get compound interest, because that's the key to wealth, compound interest. Save it and let the money work for you. If you love this video and if you can use these tips and these are really going to help you get your shit together, then I am happy that I was able to help you, and you can thank me for it by simply subscribing or leaving me a nice comment. If you have any questions or you want to go into details, please let me know in the comment box. Also, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to get serious about your money and save your way and value yourself enough to attain wealth, because you can have wealth and it is at our fingertips. I am proud of you and I am rooting for you. I'm Brianca Jay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.